shorts. From Dallas, Texas, she is the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the fallen goddess, Athena.
Well, JR tagging out, Tony Schiavone tagging back in for this one. Athena exercising that contract, the open contract for a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship that she won in the Casino Gauntlet match last month at All in Texas. And now, one victory away from adding the AEW Women's World Championship to her already impressive resume.
She is so confident, she is so cocky, and I guess she has the right to be. 988 days at the Ring of Honor Women's World Champ. Here she comes. She's timeless.
From Stage 7 at Warner Brothers Studios, she is the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
The 14th AEW Women's World Champion, winning the title for the fourth time earlier this year at Grand Slam Australia. Has made 4 successful defenses in this reign, most recently against Mercedes Moné, handing Mercedes her first AEW career singles loss at All in Texas. But now a very different type of opponent, Brian, than Mercedes Moné. Athena is a much more powerful and perhaps much more vicious challenger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this match because I think it's, to me, this was the hardest match to call of the entire show because you've got Toni Storm has had a long, successful championship run, but Athena has had an even longer, more successful championship run with the ROH World Championship.
She has had 30 Ring of Honor Women's World title defenses against 25 different opponents. 67-0 in Ring of Honor, but that doesn't matter to Toni Storm right now.
As you mentioned,
almost a 1,000-day title reign.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Less than 2 weeks, just 12 days away. As now Toni Storm avoids the dropkick from Athena and now hammering her, and Amazon is now making it easier to connect with your favorite AEW merchandise. Shop the show in your Amazon shopping app for access to the AEW merchandise store.
This title match is starting off much faster than I would have expected.
Toni Storm, hip attack, sends Athena crashing out to the floor. And Billy Stark's irate at how this match has begun, and Toni heard the footsteps. Wait a second, Toni Storm. Oh, Storm's here on Billy Starks.
That may be it for Starks. That may be it for her. Oh,
Goodness.
That was a great move by Athena.
Incredible drop kick.
Well, Toni Storm's attention was diverted, and you could see the impact from Toni Storm's body striking that monitor. That LED board completely shorted it out. That was the force with which Athena hit timeless Toni Storm.
Yeah, Athena's a very compact, powerful wrestler. Look at that.
Athena delivers the drop kick, and that's the viciousness.
You know, I was in the medical room earlier today talking to Doc Sampson, and he was worried about Toni Storm after that pile driver she took on the steps on Dynamite. And she's still recovering after a drop kick like that into the barricade.
And there you see Athena still working on the head.
Cover. Yeah, the grazing blow, but still, you could see Toni Storm feeling the effects from it. Athena.
Ooh.
Athena's going to have to stay focused on Toni Storm. Can't turn her attention to referee Aubrey Edwards.
But look at her directing the attention on the neck. You know, I think Athena knows that Toni Storm's neck is not doing good after what happened on Dynamite, that pile driver on the steps.
Athena shoots the half for the cover, and I mean, I think the pile driver on the steps, that may be the cherry on top. I think it's the accumulation of punishment over this fourth reign as AEW Women's World Champion that Toni Storm has endured. I mean, she's wrestling at an incredibly brisk pace in terms of not just title defenses, but tag team matches as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like she's never taken a week off.
Well, Brian, you know all about that. I can tell you, you obviously wrestled many, many times on all of our television shows and our pay-per-views, so you know how the cumulative effect can have an impact on it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's pluses and minuses to it too. The more that you're in the ring, the more comfortable you feel in the ring. You know that's
right.
why.
Sure.
You know that's why I think Toni Storm does it.
Oh, back heel trip there by Athena and Senton. No, Toni Storm rolls out of the way. Nice jawbreaker there, but still, Toni Storm putting her own neck and head on the line with that one. Hammer throw reversed into the corner. Athena! There's the power from the fallen goddess.
Yeah, anyone that's wrestled her will tell you she may be the hardest hitting woman that we have seen in a long, long time. Look, Billy Stark's still down.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not sure I've ever seen that where Athena driving the head of Toni Storm.
Oh my gosh!
And now Storm repeatedly being driven into the steel ring post.
What the hell?
Athena already celebrating.
Now, she knows she can celebrate. She knows she can take her time. Repeated shots on the ring post will keep your opponent down for quite a while.
Brian, you know, we talked about the frequency of wrestling and how that can be a benefit. When Nigel McGuinness was challenging Zack Sabre Jr. earlier in this broadcast, you know, that Nigel not competing quite as regularly, and it really seemed to catch him, to cost him, whereas Toni Storm and Athena both on very equal footing in terms of the frequency which they compete.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that I think is that when you're the world champion, everybody's gunning for you. Every single week, in every tag match, every singles match, Toni Storm has done how many eliminator matches, and all of those women are gunning for. They want to beat Toni Storm because they want a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. You know, one of the things Athena has mentioned is that she's borderline insulted by Toni Storm's, just her very persona. The whole idea that she thinks that Toni Storm is a joke, and she wants to introduce some more violence into the AEW Women's division. And we're seeing that here with the way that she's attacking Toni Storm's neck.
A lot of posturing, a lot of celebrating here.
Out. Toni Storm, the roll up. 2. Athena able to kick out, but Toni Storm telegraphing that, or maybe not. Trying to get Athena into the position to hammer down with those elbows. Athena off the ropes, causes a door. Oh, Toni Storm face first in the middle turnbuckle.
It's a great move that time by Athena when it looked like Toni Storm was mounting somewhat of a comeback. That would not be the case here.
You can tell just by the facial expression, the body language of Toni Storm, that she is in a world of trouble. Athena, with the AEW Women's World Champion at a disadvantage, and now mocking the champion. Athena maybe looking to deliver a hip attack of her own, but Toni Storm coming out, countering out of the corner. Toni Storm, Fisherman suplex, the bridge. 2.
Yeah, Athena is wrestling this match like she doesn't respect Toni Storm, and I think that's a mistake. I think one of the things that Toni Storm does so well is that she's got this peculiar side for sure, but I think it disarms her opponents to not taking her as seriously as they should.
Now, Athena said going into this match she thought Toni Storm was so overrated, which obviously is not the case. I mean, you can't...
Nice trip by Athena as Toni Storm getting turned around. Neck breaker and butterfly suplex delivered by Athena. Yeah, she is just full, brimming with confidence here.
Yeah, but I think she's not taking Toni Storm seriously enough.
Yeah, full was right there, Excalibur. Full of.
Athena to the top. Could be poised to deliver the O-face to that already compromised neck. Up timeless Toni Storm, but Toni turns it around. 1, 2. No.
Here she comes. Oh, there she went. Slamming the mat, got to her feet, but went right back down quickly.
Yeah, I have to think her neck is really bothering her. the accumulative damage of all the matches that she's done, the pile driver on Wednesday, all the attacks Athena's done on her neck thus far in this match. Oh, but the crossface chicken wing.
Yeah, that TCM chicken wing, as Tony likes to call it. Athena rolling through, but oh wait, Storm. Searching for Storm Zero. Athena instead back suplex.
Back of the head.
Right on the back of the neck again.
Yeah, Tony Storm holding the back of her neck, and she got up, but look at her get up.
Tony counters. DDT. Athena almost cartwheeling off the top of her head. And now Tiger Driver, 1, 2. And Tony Storm moving with some urgency, dare I say desperation, Brian.
Yeah, I definitely think it's desperation. Look at how long it's taking her to get up, even after she was just on offense, and she's clutching at her neck. Yeah, she's in a lot of pain, and you can tell. So as somebody who's had a history of neck issues, you can tell when she's not using her right arm as much as she normally does. And I wonder if she's getting that pain shooting down her right arm.
So, Brian, when you have this neck pain and you're wrestling for a big match in a big arena, what do you do to get yourself back into it? Is there anything you can do?
I mean, you just hope the adrenaline comes through, and then you've just got to tough it out. I mean, you have to become one with the pain, and I think Tony Storm has been very good at that, becoming one with the pain. We've seen it in the matches that she's had this year, where she's been beaten bloody and bruised, and she still comes out to win.
Athena changing levels with the attacks when Tony Storm changing tact with the Mongolian chops. Athena tried to escape between the legs of Tony Storm, does so, but finds herself on the receiving end of yet another Mongolian chop. And Storm went for the boot. Athena avoids. Oh, thrust kick on target. Storm is dazed, and now perhaps the knockout blow. 2, and ooh.
Athena was maneuvering over along the left side of Tony's body, and Tony got the right side up.
The power in that elbow, and that landed flush on the jaw of Tony Storm.
You see Billy Starks back up to her feet to that Storm Zero pile driver in the early moments, but this was an incredibly impactful combination by Athena. He's back into live action. We saw Tony Storm clutching that neck.
See, you don't see Athena playing around now. She knows how serious this match is.
Oh, Tony Storm. Anticipation with the boot. Billy Starks up to the apron. And Athena flying in, almost like a rider kick into the teeth of Tony Storm. Athena. Rana from the ropes, but Athena landed on her feet, and now pinning predicament. Athena not done yet, showing her power. Liger bomb. 1, 2. Storm able to break free.
Strong legs did that.
Now Athena! Whoa!
Oh my God!
And look at this, directly into the submission, Athena!
There's a reason why Athena has been the ROH Women's Champion for almost 1,000 days.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
We're seeing it right here. She's taking Tony Storm to school.
A version of the Koji clutch, cinched in tight. Tony Storm, she's got her eye on the bottom rope, but can she make it? Can she make the desperate crawl to force the break?
Oh, she did. Just rotated her hips to the left.
And now Tony Storm was able to get Athena into a pinning predicament, but ultimately that's what forced Athena to break the hold.
It's been a great women's match, and needless to say, I think right now Athena has been mostly in the driver's seat here. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Oh yeah, she's taking control of 70% of this match.
Uppercut avoided, chicken wing cinched in. As now Athena though.
Yeah, you can tell though there wasn't much strength behind that chicken wing. You know, that's what happens sometimes when your neck gets attacked for so long, is you start losing strength in your arms.
And now Athena, Tope Suicida, full extension by the Fallen Goddess.
Oh, is she going for another pile driver on the steps?
Exactly, great call. This is what hurt Tony Storm.
I mean, that pile driver on the steps on Dynamite,
Yep.
that was brutal.
Less than a week ago.
Oh, biting.
There you go.
Biting that knee. Just Tony's. Oh, Athena had the boot caught and the face of Athena going down into the steps. And now Athena's turn to meet the parry, and that fixed everything.
That was a huge save by Tony. She needed that. She needed that to turn things around.
And Athena returned to the ring. Tony Storm. She needs to move fast to try to press this advantage on Athena. Athena so nimble, finds her feet. Tony Storm though, headbutt. Athena stagger, Storm 0.
That's got to do it.
1, 2, no, Athena able to kick out.
That was a monumental kick out. Tony can't believe it.
Yeah, but she needed that Storm 0 to equalize the playing field here. If I were her, I'd go right after Athena's neck right now. Don't waste your time. Go right back to that cross-faced chicken wing and attack the neck.
Yeah, she went to the other ropes, did Tony, and that enabled Athena to go outside.
Yeah, she might not be thinking straight, to be honest.
Athena trying to prevent herself from being pulled to the center of the ring, but Tony Storm. Now Tony Storm dragging Athena out, and Brian, this may be the continued assault on the neck of Athena. As Billy starts, look at that, disrupts the footing.
Oh, come on.
I didn't touch you. I didn't do anything.
Oh.
You did this yourself.
She said she didn't touch Timeless Tony Storm.
Oh, look at Athena. What's Athena going to do?
Athena. Face!
Across the rope, if she... Tony needs to try to stay on the outside if she can.
Cody, it's all coming over.
Athena
Your
coming down
story's
like
over.
a guillotine across the neck of Timeless Tony Storm.
Tony Storm looks out.
Athena's hurt as well, apparently.
Wait a second. Mina Shirakawa. As soon as Billy starts, grabbed the chair from underneath the ring. Shirakawa intervened.
That's a bad time. Get rid of that girl.
And now it's a foot race for Billy Starks to try to get free from Mina Shirakawa. But right now, Athena, the challenger, with the advantage.
Yeah, Mina might have just saved Tony from permanent injury.
What a the big package. Reversed. 2. And uppercut. Underneath the jaw of Timeless Tony Storm, but the hammer throw reversed. Athena coming in looking for a face. No.
Oh, she caught her. Look at that.
Chicken wing.
Oh, drop back. Athena's in trouble.
The hook.
Athena's in trouble.
The hooks are in center of the ring.
What a champion.
Next match, and still AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm.
What an incredible performance by Tony Storm. Gutting through the neck injury.
Tremendous poise, perseverance shown by the 4-time and still AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm.
18th win here in this calendar year. Great effort, you have to agree, Brian Danielson, by Athena.
Well, from the AEW Women's World Championship to the AEW Men's World Championship,